Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the latest Laughing Place Walk and Talk. In fact, I think it's our first walk and talk we've done in a little while, and we are here at a very overcast EPCOT. I'm Luke in LP headquarters, just a few miles down the street, and at EPCOT right now we have Jeremiah.
Luke, you're still on the screen too.
I'm still on the screen?
Yep.
It's not showing up as on the screen on our stream. So
Okay, then there, I am now using the app, so I don't know. So hey,
Yeah.
As long as it's not showing up on the screen, we're fine.
Yeah, no, it's just showing you for me. So
Yay! Yes, I'm here at Epcot, and it has been. I want to say the last. No, we did one since or Food and Wine started, but it has been few and far between recently. Thankfully, we are officially in fall, so it's only 85 degrees and overcast. But hey, it's still raining. That's the fun part.
Yeah, there's been quite a lot of rain here at Central Florida over the last week or so. So it's that tail end of hurricane season.
Yes, I believe they said the 10th storm is now forming in the tropics. So we'll see about this. Somebody really did not like this sign, apparently.
Was it just a directional sign?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of in the middle of the walkway there. Seems like it could have been somewhere better.
Yeah.
Saying a quick hello to Fred Ramirez, who is also experiencing an overcast sky where he is.
Yes, we are making. I'm going to make the statement now. We are going to go as far as we can, but again, today I think we've already had 3 pretty major rainstorms, so we're just kind of waiting to see if we can make it around the park without having to worry about that. Oh, but here comes the money shot.
The money shot. Did I just see the tip of a monorail? Aha, yes I did. Oh, lovely. All they got to do is repaint Imagination back to nicer old colors, and that would be perfect.
I know. Every time we think we're going to get an update, they go and do something else.
Yes. Oh, you want a new Imagination? Here's a new test track.
Test track, what, on its 3rd iteration since, well, I guess this is the 2nd iteration since the test track became test track. But even still, I just wrote it. It's time. It is definitely time we bring back Dreamfinder.
And it's even, a lot of it comes down to, for me, just the horribly dated graphics, especially the first couple of scenes. Like, you can tell that thing is 20 years old. But, folks, we are heading back to World Showcase. We're heading along this little path here next to the Harvest Hollow, which is a play area, and kind of like a mini play area, and also food booths for the Food and Wine Festival, which is going on now through like the 2nd or 3rd week of November.
Yeah, I'm glad that it's kind of fallen back into the end of summer, beginning of fall, but we could still cut it back a little bit more. I know they won't, but
got to sell that food and wine.
Yeah,
sell the monies. Fred Ramirez is asking if we are excited for the new Tron movie. I for one, I would say I'm excited, but I'm also a little nervous, just mainly because I'm really not a big fan of Jared Leto. The
If you
movie,
can show me one person that is a big fan of Jared Leto, I would like to know
it
this
must be
person.
enough people because he keeps getting big movie roles.
Well, this movie, and Fred, yes, I'm very excited. Tron is one of my all-time favorites from when I was a kid to Legacy. I, just like Luke, Jared Leto, not somebody that I'm overly fond of. And the reason that he is the star of this is because he pretty much pushed for this movie. Like, he was a huge Tron fan, so he just started pushing and saying, "Hey, it's time we return to the grid," or brought stuff off the grid. Not a spoiler if you see in the commercials. And if he pays enough money, he can be the star.
Very true. Very true.
And if you want to read Alex's review of Tron Ares, that was published earlier today. I hope it was published earlier today.
Yes, it was published about 2 hours ago. I'll send a link into our chat if you're interested in checking out our review of Tron Ares.
There's the napkins. Thanks to Torque.
No, I don't know if I've ever paid attention to the brand Torque before.
Neither have I. So, did you know that there's been one item on the menu at EPCOT since it opened October 1st, 1982?
And is that the cheddar and bacon
It is the cheddar.
pretzels?
Yes, the soup, the beer soup.
Was it just at Le Cellier previously, or?
Yeah. No,
Like
it's always been at Le Cellier, and then Food and Wine, they decided to bring it out here. But yeah, that's the one item that has been part of the menu at EPCOT since day one.
I don't know if this will go over your head or not, but Kyle says, "Can we visit the land, the seas, and the skies? I have an idea." And it's a trend that is going on TikTok at the moment, where it's one of Taylor Swift's new songs, I believe The Fate of Ophelia, and she's singing, "We can visit the land, the seas, the skies," and people are taking that video, and Disney TikTok specifically are taking it, where it's showing the land, the seas, and then probably Soarin' or something. And I have seen so many people do this that it is already annoying.
You know, we have videos of all of those things. How about somebody jump on that?
Because I think the rest of the Disney social sphere has already jumped on it. We'd be late to the party on that one.
Well, you know, our next video will be, 6-7.
6-7?
Oh, you don't know about 6-7?
No, not off the top of my head, at least.
So, again, I'm glad you guys tune in to see the parks and hear us talk about social media trends that I absolutely hate. I was scrolling through, and I don't remember what it was. It was one of those morning shows. Oh no, it was Kelly and whoever her partner is now. Yeah.
Her
and they were
actual partner.
Yes. They were talking to some social media people, and there's a trend, and this is something that, Luke, I think you're just outside the range of, where 6-7, just saying 6-7, causes kids to go into convulsions.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah, it's something you will have to look it up, because it is, I don't even have words to describe.
Yeah, that's something. I'll give you
and
that.
they're trying to understand why it's a thing, and there is no reason why it's a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you walked up to, some cast members at Magic Kingdom that are early 20s and said 6-7, they would go into a convulsion. Not an actual convulsion, but there's something that goes along with it that when you look later, and this is something I encourage you all to look up, your feed can be as messed up as mine is. It's just silly.
Now, if you're looking for even more coverage from the parks, Mike is also at Disneyland right now, and it's also overcast there. So be sure once you're done watching our walk and talk to follow along with us on Twitter, or X as they call it these days. And we've got some stuff coming to you from Disneyland as well today.
Yeah, I think here at EPCOT, really.
Here at EPCOT.
Luke, can you show the new pieces of merchandise that we'll be showcasing later?
Yes, I can. Give vamp for just a second while I figure out how to do this.
Yeah. So we've been seeing this new trend of Figment, the purple dragon that we were just talking about, becoming a big thing. Surprising when they tried to get rid of them in the early 90s, mid 90s, I guess. And they've put out, I think to my count, at least 4 different pieces of new Figment merchandise over the past few days. We went into this shop and only 2 of them were in stock. And Luke will hopefully be able to show you them.
Yes. So first off, we have this delightful Figment sweater, which has a giant Figment head and writing of Figment. But what's interesting about this is it's actually a reversible sweater. So if you reverse it, you get this, which I think is a little bit more exciting. Yes. Various different versions of Figment, various different illustrations with him with a paintbrush, riding in a hot air balloon, Figment holding a rainbow.
I'm pretty sure that was a sheet set at EPCOT when it first opened.
Oh my God, I would buy that today.
But not only is it reversible, it's front and back. So the front has Figment's head and says Figment, and the back has the back of Figment's head and has Figment in reverse.
And then what I think is the crown jewel of this, and this is coming from someone who is not a hat person, but this hat is wonderful. It's got Figment thinking quite inquisitively, with a silhouette of the Imagination logo behind him. This is a hat I might have to partake in.
The only thing that I'm sad about the hat is there's no writing on the back of it or on the side. It is just the logo.
Yeah, but I think that it's subtle. We don't need much more. So now moving back to just Jeremiah on the screen, but that's just me. There we go.
Look. Okay, now it's just me. So, and I also couldn't see the stuff you were showing. So this is interesting.
So Kyle is asking if they have the ugly Figment shirt.
They did not in that shop, but I am going to stop at the creation shop as I'm leaving to see if that or the posable Figment figure, which is, I swear somebody just got in a time machine, went back to 82 and said, okay, give me Figment merch.
And if you don't know what this ugly Figment shirt is, stay tuned to either the end of this stream, or if not, we'll have pictures of it later today on Laughing Place, as long as they have it.
Yeah. It would be interesting if they already pulled it.
Yeah. But folks, if you're watching and you have anything you would like us to check out en route from, we're currently in Japan at World Showcase, and we're heading clockwise or counterclockwise?
Counterclockwise.
Counterclockwise, well, yes.
Depends on which way you're looking, but yes.
Yeah. around the World Showcase Lagoon. We have the Food and Wine Festival going on right now through to about another month and another couple weeks. And then we have the Festival of the Holidays starting, so that'll be here before you know it.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that it's already October still just gets me. And it feels like, Halloween time just started a week ago, but that was 2 months ago now.
This reminds, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but most months on Jimmy Kimmel, he'll do a recap of newscasters around the country all going, "Wow, I can't believe it's
Yes, I just saw the October
already."
one. That's why I paused when I started saying that.
Can you believe it's October?
Mhm.
Yes. Yes, I think we all can at this point.
Yeah. So we're coming back into the back of Japan because I don't think we've actually come back here on the live stream and taken a look at the I don't know. Are you
Gachapon? Gachapon?
Yeah. Are you a fan of these? Is this something you have?
I'm a fan of some of the properties. Like, I know they have Dragon Ball ones,
Oh
but
no,
I don't know if I'm a big fan of the older I've gotten, the less interested I have been in getting collectible kind of things like this.
I mean, like paying $12 for one of these
Yeah,
things.
which is definitely overpriced compared to how they would be either in Japan or even some other locations here in the US.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's very cool. They do have a pretty good selection of stuff. I mean, they got some Sanrio characters there. It looks like Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, which they could view in New York Comic Con this weekend.
Or at Halloween Horror Nights in Hollywood. They have a Chainsaw Man show there.
Yeah, I mean, these were just added. Well, I shouldn't say just added because I think they were right around the start of Food and Wine. So that was 12 months ago. And I know people that go crazy for them. And again, $12 for something that I'm going to age myself. I used to spend a quarter for, similar type toys at the grocery store. I know that they weren't the cool figures that they are now, but $12 is still a lot for a little plastic toy.
Yeah, and it's not even like you can get annual pass holder discount or anything off of that.
Yeah. I paused to take my bag off because as we've continued around, the rain has definitely cleared and the humidity has kicked in.
Yes, it's always one or the other. one clears one away, but they're always omnipresent here in Florida.
So I don't know who is at the Eat to the Beat concert tonight. I sadly feel like I haven't been in town long enough to even see one of the Eat to the Beat. I know Joey Fatone and friends started the season, and I know Tiffany, I believe, was last week, and lots of people were there for that one. So let's go take a look at who's at the Eat to the Beat tonight.
I don't think I've ever gone out of my way to see anyone at Eat to the Beat.
I think tonight is one of those off ones because it is Element.
Element.
Yes. And then October 10th and 11th, we have the Wanted 2.0.
2.0.
I don't know.
So the Element, if this is the right band, which it looks like it is because they're showing stuff from Garden Rocks and Eat to the Beat, they are a band that believes music is a language that is accessible to all We combine dazzling vocals with American Sign Language.
Oh, that's cool.
So they definitely have a very unique, shall we say, element to their performance.
I think if they also performed at Garden Rocks, they are, I don't want to call them the house band, but they are one of the uh, filler bands in
Yeah,
between
one
the
of
bigger names.
the local bands that probably perform a little bit more often.
Yeah, which is very cool. I hadn't heard about them.
Yeah, so you can catch them according to their Instagram tonight, tomorrow, and Thursday at 5:30, 6:45, and 8 p.m.
There you go.
We're coming up on one of my favorite locations around the World Showcase, the
Joffrey's?
Joffrey's kiosk. One of three Joffrey's kiosks in World Showcase.
Three?
Yeah, there's one between Canada and UK. There's one in America, and then there's the one at the front by Mexico.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Joffrey's isn't one of the new cold brew locations, though. Am I correct?
No, it is not. But one of them we will be coming across in Norway, so I might have you pop into the Kringla Bakery og Cafe to see if those are available, because they didn't say a date, but they also didn't say they were available yet. So who knows?
I saw, I think today on Disney Eats, they were doing a stir challenge with all the different cold brews. So I'm guessing they're out, but
yeah,
it is very interesting.
We had a slew of, for those who are unaware, they announced a slew of new specialty cold brews at different locations throughout Walt Disney World. And then they also said that there's many more locations in Disney World that will now have just regular old cold brews. So there's plenty of places that before only served hot coffee, but now you'll be able to get cold brew coffee. But there's some really fun looking cold brews, like there's a White Rabbit, white chocolate one at Cheshire Cafe in Magic Kingdom. There's the Epic Cold Brew Spectacular, which is a great name, which comes with an Indiana Jones fedora on top of the coffee. And there's one here at EPCOT too, so we'll check that out at Norway if they still have it. I'll put the link to the specialty cold brews in our chat if you're interested in learning a little bit more about that.
Yeah, and as somebody who's not a cold brew person at all, I don't even drink coffee. Like that Indy one was definitely caught my eye.
Yeah. Also, props to you for going through life without coffee.
I am heavily caffeinated most of the time, but over the past few weeks, I have not been, and you can definitely tell at times.
Yeah, Jeremiah, you've been traveling all over the place recently.
Yes, and it was fun to be out in California at Disneyland, and I did Knott's Scary Farm for a little bit, which still, I've done SeaWorld, I've done Busch Gardens, I've done Universal on both coasts. To me, Knott's Scary Farm is, it's the original no matter what, but it's also such a different feel because it's not all IP. It's all individual stories, much like SeaWorld does. But they've been doing that since 72, I believe it was.
Yeah, it's been. I remember them celebrating the 50th recently, so it's been a while.
And it's just so much fun. Like, even if I can give you one tip, if you're flying from Florida out to California, don't land, go to Disneyland for 5 hours, then go to Knott's Scary Farm for the night. It won't end well for you.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a great idea.
See, Snow White, the Ferris of the Mall, is out.
Oh, lovely.
He looks amazing. It
If you,
actually is more busy back here than I expected.
yeah, people were probably hiding for the rain, and now everyone's out and about.
You were going
A
to say,
few,
I'm sorry.
a few trips ago, I saw Anna and Elsa outside of their regular meet and greet, which I thought was a relatively rare occurrence.
Yeah, that I saw your photo of that, and I hadn't seen that since really the COVID times when they'd be
Yeah,
on the other side of the fence. But yeah, they were just sorry. The Swiss Alps smell just hit me like cheese upside the head. Uh, but yeah, we'll definitely go into Norway and check that out.
and this is a good spot to get some festival merchandise as well. There's
Especially
art
cat
here
painting.
behind Jeremiah. We just walked past it, but they have some booths there where they sell a lot of the merchandise you can find up at the front of the park as well. So,
Oh, I thought I was going to stumble on a reopening, but they just have the tarp down for the shop inside, not open.
gotcha.
This is
Yeah,
one of
that's good.
the last few spaces that didn't reopen or hasn't reopened since it
Yeah,
shut down.
I know they did add those like murals to the coverings to at least
Yeah,
make it a little nicer. But yeah, that's interesting.
yeah, it's really. I mean, I'm sure that there's more, but this one and the shop out front of Animal Kingdom are the two that I can think of.
Yes, that one's a very surprising one because you'd think that they would want to sell their last little bits of merchandise as quickly as possible.
Yeah,
Now, another question from Fred Ramirez: are you excited for Zootopia 2?
I am definitely excited for Zootopia 2. I'm not excited. Well, let me take that back. I am excited also for the new attraction at Animal Kingdom. I'm just not excited about the name of the new attraction at Animal Kingdom. Uh, and I've
Say it
said
10 times
this to
fast.
people that I shouldn't probably say it to. Uh, Zootopia 2 or Zootopia, Better Zootopia is just one of those names that I
Yeah,
can't
everyone's just
do.
going to call it Zootopia or the
Yeah.
Zootopia show, or it's tough to be a zoo.
Yeah, there you go. And then maybe you wrote the article, so definitely more. I know that they announced that Shanghai is getting some additional stuff for Zootopia 2, and I only saw the headline and didn't get a chance to look into it. Do you know what they're adding over there?
No, so it's actually the other way around. Some things in Zootopia 2 are inspired by buildings that were created for Shanghai's Zootopia.
Ah,
So there's a barber shop, for example, that was created and designed specifically for Zootopia in Shanghai Disneyland, and they are putting that back into the world of Zootopia in animated form for Zootopia 2. So it was something that was inspired by Zootopia that is now inspiring the sequel to Zootopia.
that's very interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to have to start going through my photos when the movie comes out. I actually was there for the opening and met Jared Bush. Well, I met him a second time. I was lucky to meet him when Zootopia came out, but then for the Zootopia attraction or land in Shanghai, I was invited out there for that, and he was there just before he became the head of Disney Animation.
Yeah.
So we're going into here.
Yeah, so this is one of the locations, the Kringla Bakery Og Cafe. We're looking for the cold crumb, which is inspired by the school bread that they sell here. So it has a very similar taste to that, which is the school bread itself is delicious. So the thought
Oh
of
yeah,
having something that tastes like that in coffee form, wonderful.
I do not see any signs for it.
Yeah, it might not be. They might not be available yet. They didn't give a date on when they would be available.
I mean, you can't see, but they have under in the non-alcoholic beverages, soda, freshly brewed Joffrey's coffee, and then Christoph coffee. Is that the one?
Oh yeah, no. You say Christoph coffee?
Yeah.
That's something different. That's
Okay.
I think that's the non-alcoholic version of their Viking coffee, which is like an alcoholic treat that they have.
That would make sense. So no, as of today, there is no cold brew.
Not just yet, but
Yeah.
stay tuned. It'll be coming soon, I'm sure.
Yeah. That could definitely change tomorrow. Tomorrow sounds like it will be a big day for menu changes. So we'll see if something pops up on there. So you saw these walls in person up here?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you think they're getting rid of that center section or opening it up some?
Possible. They might be just making the path or the planter a little smaller.
Yeah. Because I really love the center section, but especially when it's time for the storytellers, as we walk by where the storyteller is. So yeah, we'll see what happens with this.
But yeah,
No
it would
Anna,
make
no
sense to
Elsa.
maybe give it a little bit more room. That could be helpful. But you can meet Anna and Elsa if you go into the Royal Summer House.
Yes, with a 35-minute wait. Remember when they first debuted and it was like the line was all the way back to Future World? I would still call it Future World for that time. This is nice. I don't think I've been here since these walls have been down, where they kind of got rid of that weird little alcove.
Yeah, I forgot about that. More tables and more seating for food and wine times are always needed.
Yes, I was at Disneyland on a busy day, and just like here, when it's busy, it's uncomfortably busy with people really just sitting right down in the middle of the walkway.
Yeah, it can get rough, especially on those very busy festival weekends.
Yes,
and I've seen some.
Hot.
What are you saying, Jeremiah?
And when it's hot, like it really is just find any spot that you can claim. And sadly, it can be in the middle of the walkway, which doesn't help anybody else. Margarita, anyone?
It can. Speaking of getting busy, that booth always has a line of some sort.
I was here the other day.
I've ever seen it empty.
Right at opening of the park, and I want to say this doesn't open until 10, maybe 11, and there was a line back to this spot of people waiting for margaritas, and these margaritas are $16, $17. I guess I can't say much about $12 plastic toys when a margarita is $17.
Yeah, that really comes down to whether you're one that enjoys the experience more or enjoys collectibles and things like that a little more.
I would rather enjoy a trip somewhere more with that money.
And a very warm welcome to Spencer Walker. Thanks for joining us, Spencer.
So everybody that's watching, tell us, would you rather spend $12 on a gashapon toy or $15 on a margarita? Neither one of which say Disney on them at all, but
I don't think I'm not a huge fan of margaritas, but I think I would rather spend $15 on an alcoholic beverage I enjoy than a gachapon, unless it's a one that I really enjoy, like some sort of character that I'm a huge fan of.
okay, we're gonna walk into this store, see if they have the Figment stuff, plus air conditioning. Woo! It's like getting slapped upside the head.
It's not quite as good as the air conditioning at Men in Black at Universal. That is the
The
absolute
single
best
rider
air
line.
conditioning. Oh, beautiful.
So we covered these shirts when they came out a few months ago, but now for some reason, before we go to those, nope, no Figment toy, no Figment shirt.
But plenty of Figment stuff still.
Yes. So they decided to put out a line of sweatshirts.
Yeah, those are very nice too. One for each of the 11 countries of World Showcase.
I love these designs. I would have probably, if they had a hoodie of them, I would have bought them.
Maybe that's next.
Yeah. I do love that somebody went through the effort of making sure the shirts and the sweatshirts were matching.
Yes, I do appreciate that. I also appreciate how each one, like the ring color is a little bit different depending on which one it is.
$50.
Cheaper than I expected. I was expecting 60.
Yep. Okay. So we know the other one mostly has Marvel and Pandora stuff. So we're going to head up the center and we're going to go to the creations. Nope. Yes.
Yeah.
Creations.
No. You got it the first time.
It's been what, 3 years since Creations and Connections opened, and I can never say right away, oh yes, this, even though I've made up like sayings in my head to try to logically lock which one's which, because connection is where you sit and make connections with somebody. Creations is where you create memories by buying new merchandise.
I always remember Creations, but Connections sometimes I'm like I'm gonna go get something to eat from that place.
Not Electric Umbrella.
Yes. The solar panel umbrella. I don't know.
Oh, test track is running. I can hear that. But yeah,
looking
that
a
is
little ominous behind it.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of? I don't know if we've talked about this that much, but are you a fan of the new test track?
Yes, I like it a lot. Besides the fact that I think that this is probably the best version, that Imagineering video that they put out with the Easter eggs really made me happy, because that was one of the things I asked about in our first media event of that. Was like, so are we going to have the sea serpent in there? And they said yes to me, but they didn't put it in until right around the time the attraction actually opened. So I kept looking and looking. But yeah, all the Easter eggs in there are great. It's so nice. I did talk to somebody, and they are working on getting the door to close again. So
Good.
That'll be an exciting thing.
I think maybe my favorite element of the new version is the music, and I really like the music for the last version too. But the music for this version is fantastic, and it's on streaming platforms, and it has a very EPCOT feel to it. I really, really dig the vibes of it. Now, if they could only release the soundtrack to the Pinar Toprak new Epcot theme that plays all around the front of the park.
That was literally told to us would be streaming when that all debuted. Like,
Yeah,
that,
and
I
never
have it on
happened.
video that they're like, yes, it'll be on streaming. And I've kind of gotten to the point of that with that music, much like Avengers, um, that place in DCA.
Avengers Campus.
Thank you. I was like Avengers Academy. No, where to me it just sounds the same, and I was like, oh, good. We have some bad news in a second. I'm looking for the Figment toys. Oh.
There it is. Scary Figment shirt. But also, I kind of love it.
And we were looking for the Posewell figure. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
So I just had one of my friends in. Oh, and there's the front of it, and there's the back of it.
That's so interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen animated back of Figment's head.
I want to say that this is an old design. Like, I could swear I've seen this before. But I do
that
love.
absolutely, yeah.
No, even the front and back.
Yeah.
One of my friends in California just sent me this, and I sent it over to Mike. But congratulations, folks. It's Christmas time.
Merry Christmas, everyone. The time is upon us.
Yep. That exasperated sigh was me. I have to take pictures of all this. Mike is taking the same pictures of almost all the same stuff.
And
I do like
quite a lot of that is already available as well on Shop Disney as well. So for those of you who can't make it out to the parks, you can find quite a bit of it online too.
Okay, so I always loved this design that they've been using. The most magical place on earth that's actually embroidered. Same with the Walt Disney World. Yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah, it's that type of stuff. Oh no. Hang on, it's taking a little while to turn.
Someone was very confused at you saying, "Oh no!" I think they thought you were talking to them. That is cool. Is that a popcorn bucket or?
No, it's like the pumpkin. It's just a light up thing.
Oh, interesting.
Just an ornament. Let's play the game. How much do you think?
$60.
Bingo, $59.99.
Aha! I'm not sure if I'm happy that I got that right.
This is fun. It has Reindeer Pluto, Santa Goofy, Mickey's on the back, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but I'm sure Mike will like it. But it's Donald isn't angry, so.
I like the lug bag. That's cute. I always enjoy a good lug bag.
Yeah, it'll all be also wild.
Cute ears.
Oh, those are cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're just plain, so they're $34.99.
Which makes it so much more enjoyable.
I say, oh yeah, just this. I own a couple of pairs of ears, but ear hats. Like, I own ear hats from all the parks that sell ear hats from around the world.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, whenever somebody is like, oh wait, I have to buy these ears, and I will often be that person going, how many pairs of ears do you have? And they'll be like, 30. And how many do you wear? And also,
0.
Walt has returned. but it, you know, hey, keep buying the ears. Hopefully it'll keep the prices on other things down, but it really is just when people say, oh yeah, I have 30 pairs of ears, and I go, how many do you wear? And they're like, none, but they all look great on my wall.
Well, that's true. I mean, that is one thing where you could have it as I think that works decently well as a decorative element.
Okay. And other than the mass of pen traders over there, I think we're calling it quits.
Yeah, that is a lot of pin traders. Wow. I feel like pin trading is went through a little bit of a slow spell for a few years, and now has seemed to pick right back up again.
Yep. When the 25th hit, it seemed to definitely. Actually, when they redid EPCOT and put the pen traders up in the front, that was, you saw pen traders back, but now with that, they've definitely resurged, and it looks like it's going to start to sprinkle again. So there we go, folks. We hope you enjoyed this walk around the World Showcase. Check out some Pigment stuff. We'll have pictures of that and Christmas stuff up shortly.
Yeah, we'll have a lot of Christmas content with Mike being at Disneyland as well. So you can follow us on X for all of those updates. And then also we'll have posts for everything coming up either today or tomorrow. So be sure to stay tuned to laughingplace.com for the latest. For those of you looking to plan a trip to the Walt Disney World Resort or the Disneyland Resort, we recommend talking to our friends at Mouse Fan Travel. They can help you out with all of your Disney travel needs.
I actually just took the Adventures by Disney cruise out of the Netherlands, and Heather over at Mouse Fan Travel always takes care of me. I never have to worry about anything. I will get random emails at 3:00 in the morning when things change. And if she needs me to sign a piece of paperwork, I'll get an email about that. And then if I didn't sign it right away, I'll get an email about 6 hours later going, hey, sign this paperwork. So they really do make sure you take care of every step that you need to do to make sure they can do their job properly.
So yeah, contact Mouse Fan Travel if you're looking to make a trip. But thank you very much, Jeremiah, for walking around EPCOT for us. And thank you to everyone at home for watching.
We'll see you soon.
Take care, folks.